All right, what's going on, everybody? Gave you card stacks here. I have a fat stack of ESEs, all from eBay, all under $20. Want to see what's going on here, so let's just rip right to it, see if we can learn something new, talk about what I'm buying, why I'm buying it, at what price, what my exit strategy is, all of those things. First up, a couple Sapphires here. Our usual Donovan Smith. We'll see if that is a gradable copy. And Donovan Edwards, double Donovan here. I like the color match. I like the color match on the Sapphires for Michigan. Michigan, I think, even before the national championship game. This was at release in October all the way through. I always thought Michigan stuff sold the best. I would go Michigan, Oregon, LSU were probably my three top teams that I think were selling the best, just consistently. So Ohio State also up there. But Ohio State, they had like 11 guys in the product. Not a lot of huge names in there, aside from McBuka, I would argue. But nonetheless, I probably paid $6 for the pair. Let's just take a look at this Donovan. I've probably picked up 10 copies. There's some like surface imprints there. This is probably honestly... Oh, there's some scratches there. There's always just light scratching right below the light there. Just those usual dimples and such and surface marks. Sadly, that is the case. That is my life with Donovan Smith. I'm just really playing into the hype, $2-3 a card. I would love to try to grade this guy, Donovan Edwards. I'm not a huge Donovan Edwards guy. Is that yeah, that's in there. Not a huge Donovan Edwards guy. Michigan fans very passionate about it. He could be a top 5 running back for sure. Very inconsistent. I mean, he's who you want in huge games, but for me, not for me. Not right now. Brock Vandergriff, premium press pass reflector auto, number 25. I've been buying a little bit of his stuff lately, just in case. I mentioned it. I'm not super high on him. Super small school out of Georgia. I think he won some state titles at his school. Looks fairly clean. I'm not super worried about grading or integrating that, but just kind of a wait and see. Some of his autos you can get pretty cheap. I probably paid about $20 on this. Don't love the Georgia jersey, but that's all you can get right now. If he's in Bowman, that would be great, but for now with Kentucky, just gonna buy some cheap numbered autos out of Press Pass. I like the product. All right, this is a cool one. Ray Lewis X-Fractor. Back in the day, I was Gaby X-Fractor, and all I would buy was really Topps Chrome. I didn't love the ultra modern stuff. I just didn't really like. I don't know. It's really weird. I wasn't into the prospecting game really. I was just like, I'm just gonna buy the cool Topps Chrome stuff from my childhood. Stuff from like 5th grade to, I don't know, high school, basically. That's kind of like my core memory. So I really like the 2011 image for Ray Lewis, just the cool. I have, I think, 2 black copies of this card. I had the Crystals, or Atomic is what it's called. I don't remember the format of Atomic or how you pulled it, but I got that for a pretty good price. Listed it for like $100 one day and got an offer for 80, and I was like, you know what, I'll take the money, I'll flip it. I can buy it again at another price, I'm sure, below $80. I don't have any saved search notifications, but definitely need to get on that. Ray Lewis, one of the best ever, of course, and one of my favorites. Ed Reed, him, Brian Dawkins, Adrian Wilson, Champ Bailey. All right, this, if I can grab it. This is Duvon, Blue Ice. I love Blue Ice, definitely my favorite parallel, 91 of 99. Bought a copy at auctions for like 15, 16 bucks. I think this one came up at auctions and I won it for like 10. So I was pretty happy about that. We'll definitely look to try to grade that. Centering still a little heavy on the bottom there, I guess. Same with my first copy. I love Duvon. I just liked him at K-State. I don't really trust anyone in the Dallas running back room, so hopefully he can get a shot. Little guy. They don't have his size here, but really like it. And he's not in Optic, the actual set. He's in Optic Preview, but he's not in the Optic set. I tweeted about it. I was very upset. And like Kendry Miller, who's the kid, Tanner McKee, Stanford to Philly, and then Chase Brown was another one that someone said. So I don't know why they threw him in preview and then didn't put him in Optic. I don't know if Optic is a smaller checklist. That's unfortunate, but I guess it makes the Prism probably more desirable in that regard. So we'll see. Another Brock Vandergriff auto. Is this from the same person? It might have been from the same person. This is not numbered. Oh, numbered. Okay, so the base autos I think are to 99. That's kind of nice, just to know what the numbering is. I was talking about that with someone on Twitter with Sapphire, Bowman University Sapphire. Got to be super short printed. You just don't see them come up. If you wanted to buy an auto of every single person in that checklist, I don't think you could on eBay. Whereas, the regular Chrome checklist, you could find any auto, base auto, readily available. Buy it now. I'm curious. Someone can probably do the math. I think, it's got to be 50 or less, maybe even, somewhere on the 25, 30 range, just like orange. Just don't see them pop up a lot. So cool that it's numbered just as the base. I don't know how we got there, I guess, but I think it was like $10. So again, I think that's my third or fourth Brock Vandergriff auto, and I'm probably good now. I probably don't need any more, but you never know. Okay, Kiron Drones press pass, so a ton of it. I would love to rip a box. I think it's like $120-ish, $30-ish. Yeah, I think you only get like 7 or 8 cards, like 3 base cards. I don't know why I felt the need to rip this off. Didn't even do it right. But like $130, 3 base cards, 5 autos. I think 2 are numbered like 50 or less or something like that. So a little base auto, Kiron Drones, updated in his Virginia Tech jersey. That's why I bought it. I bought a ton of his, what is that? Sage? Leaf? A ton of his, no, those are Leaf. It's like Leaf Draft or something with his Baylor jersey. I didn't know he had cards. That created I was like, man, Kiron, at the time, I was like, he's this good little, he's this good dual threat quarterback, kind of intriguing. I was just buying in, and then suddenly that production chart came out. Virginia Tech's like top 5 in returning production. They have, I think, 21 starters at this point. I've mentioned it many, 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 many times at this point. But yeah, wanted the Virginia Tech jersey. So I'm not buying his Leaf anymore, but I still think there's value there. I don't think it's going to be as expensive now. I think that being his only auto for a while definitely drove the price up. But now that he's got some Virginia Tech jerseys, I wouldn't hate picking up a couple more, I guess. But Virginia Tech, I'm a little nervous that they're the off-season hype team, and then we get to the season and it's like, oh, not what we thought. Thanks for buying. I like the vids. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I love all my viewers, especially the haters in the comments. What do we got here? Matthew Sluka, little crystal ice, 2 of 8. Quentin Cooley, nice little water parallel, I don't know what it is, 1991 design, 3 of 5. I think I paid maybe 10-ish bucks for the pair, 12 together, somewhere around there. Matthew Sluka, I am dangerously high on UNLV. I believe in him. Watch his stuff. Really fun player. They do have a tough schedule. Are they on the outside looking in terms of college football playoff, even winning their conference? Everyone's high on Boise State. I get it, they've got Gene T, but I just can't trust Malachi. It is Nelson, not Moore. Moore is at Alabama. And Quentin Cooley, one of the best running backs in the country, I think. Liberty returns him and Caden Salter. The EA College Football Sports ratings just came out today, and I felt like Liberty should have probably been in the top 25, especially compared to some of those schools, but that's just me. $8.68 for this Jonah Coleman Black Wave, 3 of 3, triple jersey number. I think I was just searching Jonah Coleman cheapest autos. I'll do that every now and then for just some of the guys that I like. And at $8, I think that's a pretty good price. And you're not having to pay the psychology of, $8 plus $4 shipping. Just give me the straight up price. Give me the $7.99. So Jonah Coleman from Stockton was like a mid 3-star guy, came to Arizona. They just had so many running backs and they just kind of split. But he was my favorite player. He's just a bruiser of a running back, just a punishing. He's so fun to watch just with how angry he is and how big he is. I mean, he's got to be size-wise 5'10", 220 maybe. He's a thick dude, and I really like him. He unfortunately followed Scotty Graham, the running backs coach, to UW. He was, if there was like, I mean, aside from Noah and Tetroa, he's like the next guy where I'm like, you've got to hold him. Unfortunately, he left, but man, I wish him the best. He is my favorite player for sure. Wish I could still collect him with the same joy of like him being at Arizona, but really, really good running back. I think one of the highest graded running backs in the country by On3 or PFF. Probably wasn't On3. Maybe I don't know. I don't like any of the recruiting websites, but one of the highest rated running backs in the country. One of the best. He had like 800 yards, four to six touchdowns. I think he'll do really well in that system again. So that's everything. Just all ESE under $20. I don't know if any of this, aside from this Carson, I'm not even camera on my. Aside from this Carson Beck, I don't know if anything was over $10 really. So just cheap value stuff that I enjoy buying. I don't know how much I'll look to grade. I don't know how press pass would be. Maybe like these four, although the Sapphires proved to be ungradable, it seemed. But Jonah Coleman, nice little auto. I believe in him. He's going to be fun to watch. Look out for him at UW. It'll be interesting because they don't return anyone, and they didn't bring many guys from Arizona. Quentin Cooley, one of the best. Matthew Saluka, one of my favorites. Kiron Drones, kind of the darling of the offseason. Brock Vandergriff. We'll pull the other Vandergriff up here. Reflectors. Duvon. I hope that's gradable. Little Ray Lewis. I've just been buying Topps Chrome. I think I mentioned that in one of my previous videos. A couple of Sapphires there. So that's everything. If you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.